Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'll be making the short version of the guide of this build. In the other video, it took over 35 minutes just to showcase the whole build, do the whole dungeon run, and it just took way too long. So I wanted to make this shorter version for you, so you could just understand the build if you already know the basics of the game. So basically, for regeneration, one of the weaknesses of the build is that this build doesn't have any sustain, so we took Scarifire, getting some health back. You can change this in for some other rings. I'll showcase some alternative rings later on. Then the collision, every time you get a collision, you draw a spell. This synergizes as well with all of the shuffle reflections you could get. So each and every turn you could get at least one of the collisions, or just choose to random into your traps. And then you don't get as much out of this as possible, but you do get some of the bonuses that you can get with this ring, which as all is the air damage and the collision damage. Anyhow, then you get the injure ring, 20% attack, minus 10% health. The 20% of attack is scaling off of your total attack that starts at the beginning of the fight. So this would actually be 7 or 7 plus 7, which 14 attack at the beginning, and not just the 8%, which scales off of your base 28 attack. That's great. I would just say injure ring, one of the better ones, because everything we do scales with attack, especially all of the teleports. Then Orbital ring, I think one of the best attack rings in the game, because you can get 22% or just a maximum of 50%, not once, not twice, but 3 times if you upgrade this as well. So, and I think just for leveling, this one is the easiest to level to max, because it's a gray one, common, and you can get this to 50, so that's great. Then Artichoke Armband. It's a great armband. Every time you get a shove reflection, so when you attack, you immediately get the set of not only a trap, but also an ability just to push them into the shove reflection. If you don't want to push them into the trap this turn, you can always use it to push them one away, just to run away, to get some distance between you, get regenerate, or just to have a collision so you could draw one spell. Then alternative rings, I would say, are either at the beginning, or Rack Ring also gives start of the fight, so if you already have enough attack, I would say maybe a nice change of pace, or if you haven't leveled these anyhow, I would say Rack Ring is a bit better than Orbital Ring. You don't need the 5% crit chance anyhow. It doesn't, your passive with the Surokan Shiv trap, when you teleport to them, it can't crit, so it cannot, so be careful with that. Don't stack too much crit chance, because it is not as useful as just every attack. But you are attacking every turn, so crit chance is always good. Then the Mazel ring is a good exchange for the Floodfire ring. You already draw quite a bit with this deck. You have draw one, and draw one there. So drawing is not really that big of a problem. I would say Floodfire ring is optional. You can maybe exchange it with the Mazel ring. And then for the last one, the ultimate ring, just try to change one of those 2 rings in there. You can pick and choose a little bit, but I would say the Scarifire is really good, because you're getting, I would say, like a 40 health every turn, especially with the lower health points. That's really nice. Then as for the armband, one alternative to the armband is the tongue armband, which will increase your attack each and every time, and also make your Scarifire a little bit more efficient, or get more value out of that as well. Then as for the spells, we're gonna skip over to the spells right now. I would say 9 spells, quick and easy. Just have a lot of draw. Just cycle through your spells a lot. Have as many conspiracy spells as you can get. I'd say 6 conspiracy spells in here. 2 traps, because you only need 2 traps at the beginning of the turn. And the rest, this one is optional. You can exchange it with either Torrent of Blades, Surokan Strike, or even Sneaky Shadow. All 3 of those are just pick and choose. I'm right now testing out Adjustment, just to get more draw in there, and also some Ether Gauge, so you can summon more companions. This build doesn't summon that many companions, it's also that dependent on it, but these are just companions that synergize well with the build. Offended Oracle synergizes great. It's just overall a good sidekick to have. Costs only 3. Pushes cells, so you can push into your other things. Can also, with your collision, give you more drawing, which is great, and also can push them into your traps, which is nice if you don't have a shove reflection on hand. Master Teller makes one of your the next 2 traps. One of your next traps costs 2 less, which is great. It means that one of your traps will be free. It's a nice one to get in there, and it's quite cheap to cast. Then Shani, more shove reflections, always great, because every time you attack or do a conspiracy, you will get the traps, and sometimes you'll have more traps than shove reflections, so it's quite nice to actually have someone that can give you more of those as well. Then this one is just for drawing more spells. If you're really in a bind, you really need that next spell to have, then I would say spawn the Griffon in, get 2 more spells, have a little bit of more cycle, and then you could just cast more and more. So that's it for the characters and stuff. Then I would say the point distribution, first get Surokan Shadow, then get Surokan Regeneration, which will make all of your conspiracy just go way out of bounds and just be insane and scale everything very nicely. 1 health point is 50%. I would say after like level 15, start getting into more health, because then it's going to be quite a bit more difficult. Once you get more attack, always get more attack. More attack is great. You want this. This is one of the best things just to get in the game. Everything scales with attack, so getting 50% of attacks, I think it's like 14, is very good. Then I would just say spam all of the other attack things. Of course, you want your spells first, so I would say the order will be Surokan Shadow, spells, attack, health points. When you can get the 50 health point, get the 50 health point, then 50 attack, and then just start doing all attack and attack and attack. And that was it, I think, for everything of the build. So that was it in about 6 minutes. It will be more in a quick manner. It does already. I assume you know quite a lot of bit about Waven, just add a bit of it. So I'll just showcase one quick fight so you can see what the build has. This is optional, and I think a little showcase doesn't hurt and make the video not too long anymore. Anyway, so let's see. One of them has the thing. Once we finish up with a spell, and let's see. Now we can do this. So we're gonna do this and grab. We have quite a lot of crit chance. Now we also have we got another trap from it, which means that which means we don't need both traps. Usually you put one trap there and one trap there just to get everything. Now everything is just sadly we can't bounce anything against each other, but for now we'll just do this because we have the AP for it. Normally it would be nice if there was a collision. Normally they're a little bit more stacked together, so that you could actually force a collision in there. But the thing is, you want 2 traps just somewhere in the corner so that don't stand in them. And now all of your conspiracy spells are just constantly conspiracy. So I would say just get this, get as much attack as you can, and now you just start teleporting around. So here, teleporting, dealing a lot of damage. Then I would say 100 is a bit overkill not to use this, so use your attack. And then 150. So what we can do, put 2 of them there, place them in there, and I think that, oh no, it doesn't kill it, just a little bit less. Well, it deals quite a bit of damage, and especially on the turns where you can get the plus to 25%, I would say try to attack as much as possible, because then you're of course at your strongest. For the spells, always put the elemental traps, once you already have your 2 traps down, on crossway, so diagonally, so they don't interfere with any of the good spells that you actually do want to place, which are these slip traps. And then with that, you'll just do a lot more damage. There will be your array, and then you'll get close, and there we get more damage. This is the whole build basically. You try to get as much of the traps in there and just push them in traps the whole time. Get more conspiracy, so you get one for them immediately. It's a combo there, and you place them in traps, and there you go. That was it. That was a showcase, and you're teleporting across the map and just stabbing, which is a very relevant name that I chose for my character. So yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. This is a little bit different from the usual videos of Diablo I do, but I'm gonna get to the Diablo a little bit more. But I just wanted to play something different for now. This game just came out, and I hope you stay with me for the ride. I enjoyed making this video. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Just under 10 minutes. Have a nice day.